Good morning and welcome to DCA Finals Weekend. This weekend is jam-packed full of events and drum corps, and we are stopping here at the Bushwackers rehearsal facility to check out some beats. For those of you who don't know about DCA, it is all-age drum corps, and every year finals is on Labor Day weekend here in Rochester, New York. And the rehearsals for DCA, they're only weekends, all right? So Weekend Warrior Drum Corps. And it's honestly a really great experience marching DCA, okay? I marched my first year in drum corps was with the Bushwackers back in 2007. So it's definitely a good place for younger people to get started marching drum corps, or also people that still want to march after they age out can still participate in this fashion. So we're out here on prelims day. I'm going to watch lots today, and then finals tomorrow. I'm going in to see all the shows. Okay, we are now back in the home studio, and I will now be rating my top 12 drum corps from DCA Finals. I had some really good seats on the 50-yard line, so I got an excellent perspective of all of these shows. But before we get started, I just want to thank Box 5 TV for allowing me to use footage of their videos from the live stream. They also stream all of the Bands of America shows. If you would like to check those out, I will leave the link down below. They might be small, but they are certainly mighty. With only 7 brass, 14 percussion, and 4 color guard, the Columbus Saints played an excellent mix-up of classical music with various styles. Quality over quantity, that's what I always say, and the Columbus Saints delivered that, and they even got their highest score that they have ever gotten in a show. Congratulations to them. We are celebrating the return of live drum corps. The Governor's Show is about a full season of drum corps. I'm sure anyone who has marched a season of drum corps knows about the struggles of buses breaking down. It happens all the time, at least once a season. And that's what happens in this show. Our bus is broken down and we need a miracle to get going. But we eventually returned to the field with our wonderful closing movement. As some of you probably realize, COVID was a major downfall for a lot of drum corps this year. Almost all of these corps are a whole heck of a lot smaller than the last time they fielded a corps. But it's definitely good to see all 12 of these corps carrying on in 2022, and I hope to see more corps and bigger corps in 2023. Here we have a mix of traditional and modern music. This combination of Skyliner classics includes Slaughter on 10th Avenue, New York, and Oklahoma. The modern sections are represented by these stage props, and that features every section throughout the show. And we end with the traditional company front and reveal the classic Skyliners flag. Here we use a whole bunch of different door props to set the stage and enter new, mysterious environments. This one is definitely kind of a trippy show, as you can see by the tie-dye on the uniforms there, but it is still very enjoyable. I definitely liked the musical selections. I thought this show was very energetic and fun. In this show, the royal crown changes hands multiple times and features a different section each time. And the story tells us what led to their downfall: pride, greed, lust, and wrath. Yeah, this is like a marching arts version of Game of Thrones, but with a better ending. Okay, Game of Thrones ending was trash. There's a cool twist at the end here. The drum major actually takes the throne.
You should sit me in a crown.
For those of you who didn't take advanced placement English, a soiree is an evening party or gathering for a conversation or music. And this party is represented by this chandelier prop on a massive, colorful stage and party decorations throughout the field. We have some very happy and uplifting music to celebrate us being here together. Another subtle mention to coming back after COVID. It's definitely good to be here and I appreciate it. And this show ended with a real-life marriage proposal. At least I think it's real life. It's either a real-life thing or these two are just really, really good at acting, because this looks real. So congratulations to those two. Atlanta CV has nothing to hide in this performance. They don't use any midfield props, and they have all kinds of exposed musical moments throughout the show. The two-color black and white uniforms and flags express the duality of the show concept: good versus evil. We have a literal house on the field that the entire drum corps lives in. This house must be huge inside to host an entire drum corps. They probably have like a really big basement or something. In this show, we are on a journey to find our way home, just like the movie The Brave Little Toaster, kind of. And I gotta say, I thought the Hurricanes, they sounded really balanced musically. I know it's definitely a struggle having a whole lot of percussionists and a tiny horn line, but I thought the horn line, they pumped out a lot of sound for their size. Congratulations to them. But I was really, really disappointed that they stopped doing their signature bass 5 tap-off off of the field. Yeah, this year they just had the guy playing a regular tap-off. I think this bass 5 tap needs to come back, okay? That's a tradition that cannot be broken. We want chum, 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 chum. Bring it back next year, 2023. I demand it. Here we have a Metallica drum corps show. Let's freaking go, dude. These arrangements were absolutely amazing. The show was heavy metal and they nailed it. They had heavy metal music, they had heavy metal props all over the field. The color guard colors were bronze, silver, and gold. For those of you who didn't pay attention in science, those are heavy metals. And we also had the percussion using a lot of metallic effect instruments. We got the Bushwackers taking a hike up the canyon, and we are listening to what the hikers hear on the radio. Throughout this journey, we have a storm approach, and we almost lose our way and get lost in the canyon, but the sun comes back and we finish strong. This was a really fun story with some great music, and I'm definitely showing some appreciation for the home team. Let's go Bush! This is a show all about love and heartbreak. I definitely appreciated the very flashy visual design here. We have these large props with broken hearts and very sparkly uniforms. Yeah, this show was just really exciting and very clean all around. And I thought the front ensemble in particular, they really stood out. There was a whole lot of really exposed and musical moments for them. They did a fantastic job and played really well together. Before we get to my top pick, I want to give an honorable mention to the Cabs alumni. They were the opening act of the night, and as usual, I thought they sounded great. They played traditional Caballeros music, and it was super exciting and fun to watch. So congratulations to them. The Buccaneers are looking back on their past while still focusing on their future, and this is depicted through contrast visually and musically. As the show goes on, we build a graffiti wall out of previously neatly painted boxes. Yeah, this was quite a dark themed show, and it was actually the only dark themed show out of all of the drum corps, and I love the dark themed shows. And yo, this snarky puppy arrangement, this thing was so cool. I thought they did it even better than Carmen Heights Drum in Bugle Corps 2018, and that's saying something right there. The music of the show was great, it had great visuals also, and it was my personal favorite show of the night. And look at this, they also won in real life. And that is the best when that happens. In fact, almost all of my rankings lined up with what happened in real life, too. A small discrepancy down here, but yeah, everything else is pretty much exactly. DCA should hire me as the one and only judge in the circuits. I'm just kidding, don't do that. I much prefer being a couch critiquer here. Okay, well that's the end of this vlog/ranking mashup video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure that you click that subscribe button, ring that Liberty Bell, and click that like button. Thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon. If you are able to, please consider going over there to make a donation. It will help the channel out a whole lot. And also consider buying a custom t-shirt, such as this one. I will leave that link in the description. And have a good morning.